In today's video, I am going to talk about binge eating. I'm going to talk about how you can stop stuffing your face like a cow every weekend and relapsing on a diet. I'm going to talk about how you can stop doing it. I'm going to talk about how you are causing yourself to do it. And I'm going to talk about hormonally within the body, what happens within the body. And I want to say too, I'm a professional binge eater. Number one, professional binge eater. So I know what I'm talking about. But I go about it in a way to where I still can stay in shape that I wouldn't recommend people do. So I'm going to talk about it from 2 points. Talk about it hormonally, and we're going to talk about how we sabotage ourselves and we cause it. Okay, without further ado, let's get into this video. So now, the first thing about binge eating, or what causes it and how we cause it, is we look on the internet, right? And we see all the amazing bodies and physiques we inspire to be like 5% body fat. She got these curves, etc., etc. So we go on social media and we see these bodies and we have these high expectations to get these bodies, get the fat booties, and then get the chiseled abs, right? So now, when a person comes to me and say, "Hey, can you train me? I want to look like this person." I'm like, "Okay, cool." I don't crush their dreams, right? I don't do that. But what they do is like they say, "Hey, um, they want to go on this extreme diet and work out 2 times a day and eat salads only and be so extreme and put themselves so extreme in a calorie deficit, meaning that they want to restrict their calories low and then lower than that so they can get the results faster. But what happens is when you restrict your calories so low and then lower than that, now you're going to be more hungrier day to day. So if I'm in a 200 calorie deficit, meaning I'm giving my body 200 calories less of food a day, I'm going to be less hungry than if I put myself in a 1,000 calorie deficit every day. Somebody putting themselves in a 1,000 calorie deficit every day is going to be experiencing more hunger day to day. And what that's going to do over the course of day to day is the more that you restrict your calories, now hormonally within your body is like, hey, whoa, what's happening? We don't have enough food within us. And below that, and so now we have to tell this individual to eat. And how do we tell this individual to eat? We send a lot of signals, hunger signals, to the person, hormonally triggering the person to eat. That's why when you're really hungry and then you have one, you can't stop. You can't. You still gonna keep eating it, and that's because of that hunger hormone signal being flooded within your body to eat. So when you put yourself in a calorie deficit, then below that, each and every day that you fight and you have that willpower to stay in that calorie deficit, it's just increasing the likelihood each day for you to binge. So you'll probably be good the first day, $1,000 calorie deficit. You'll probably be good the second day, 1,000 calorie deficit. Then the third day, you're gonna be so depleted and so hungry that you're gonna be like, "Eff it, let me go and let me have a little bit more food." Like that's your intention in your mind, right? Let me have a little bit more food. And then you have a little bit more food, and then now the floodgates are open. You're having more food and more food and more food and more food. And then you are binge eating from being too aggressive in a calorie deficit. The more extreme we are within a calorie deficit, the more hunger we're going to be fighting against mentally, which is not going to be good for us over the course of the long period of time, because we want to get to a point to where we're able to consistently maintain our diet and from week to week to trend the weight a pound a week and trend and make sure that our weight is trending down. But we want to do it in a way to where we're not starving ourselves all of the time. That's why it's really good to take it slow. Do not put yourself in a major calorie deficit from the beginning, trying to eat once a day, and then the one meal that you're eating is a salad, which is even more low in calories, making you extremely hungry, because it's damn near impossible to fight against the hunger cravings, making yourself that hungry on a day to day. And on top of that, it's not good for your life. It's not good for your life, because you're going to be probably at work, and let's say you have kids, and let's say you have to go to school going on. So you're going to be around food constantly, probably within the stores that's outside, and then you're going to be at work hungry all the time, and it's just not a good quality of life that you want to be in. But back to binging. So when it comes to binging, being too extreme and trying to get that body in 2 weeks, it's going to have the reverse effect on you, putting yourself in a calorie deficit, making yourself so extremely hungry, and then from the beginning of your diet, just relapsing every week. So what you want to do is you want to put yourself in a calorie deficit of about 300 to 500 calories every day, because that's hunger, well, mixed with what I'm about to tell you at the end of the video. So you're not even going to be that hungry, but that's manageable. A 300 to 500 calorie deficit day to day, that's very manageable. You can diet and you can structure your meals in a way to where you are in a 500 calorie deficit, but you're not hungry, because that is manageable. It's hard to make yourself feel full and feel less hungry or not feel hungry at all being in such a low calorie deficit. It's too big. You're giving your body way less, and then below that of food to try to eat more fiber or high protein diet to feel full, to not overeat. It's too much of a calorie deficit. So what you want to do is, and I said this just earlier previously, is you want to put yourself in a 300 to 500 calorie deficit day to day and take it slow. It's a long game. Once you have the body, you have the body. You don't need to get it in 2 weeks. It's going to take long, but when you have it, it's hard to lose it. So you don't have to be in a dramatic calorie deficit to get the body next week. It's patience. I'm sorry. I can't tell you, you'll give you a pill, or it's just, you're going to have to be patient. You have to, because if you put yourself in that dramatic calorie deficit, it's going to work against you for you to binge. And the second thing you can do is you're not eating the foods that you like. I've said this in previous videos, to where is this low calorie or healthier versions of the foods that you like now. So let's say that you are putting yourself in an extreme calorie deficit, and then you're eating the foods that you don't like. That's not sustainable over the long period of time, which is going to force you, or not force you, but it's going to make you even binge even more, because you're going from eating the foods that you like to now not eating the foods that you don't like. And how long can you go until you have that food? But you're just going to X out certain foods for the rest of your life? You get what I'm saying? So if I like cheesecake beforehand and then I automatically go on a diet, now I can't have cheesecake forever? It is not going to really work like that, as far as you're probably going to potentially, when you change your diet, still want the cheesecake because you liked it. You don't have to get rid of the cheesecake. You can just find a healthier way to eat the cheesecake, because again, this is a lifestyle. This is something that once you get to the weight that you like, you don't go back to your old lifestyle and how you used to live, because you're just going to add the weight back. So transition, or just learn how to, or go and find the foods that you like to eat, just in a low calorie or more healthier version, and you'll fall in love with them, because as you start getting the results, you're going to be like, I can't believe that I can eat this food and it's getting me the results. So you're gonna like the food even more, because it's still gonna be a version of the food you like, but it's also giving you the results that you want. I hope this video was extremely helpful. I hope it was. And I'm going to post the video on the screen. And this video is important for you to watch. So go check it out. And also, I do personalized coaching. And if you have questions, you can email me and I'll answer whatever questions you have. And I am out.